Thanks, Megan. Coming up, we're going to take you to the Far East as the culinary artists from Mandarin Oriental give us a taste of their spring cuisine. And the staff at Mandarin Oriental are rolling out their seasonal menu of items. It's all inspired by veggies that are abundant this time of year. And joining me now in the Great Day Kitchen is Executive Chef Adam Tanner, joined by his Director of Food and Beverage, Jacob Muze. Welcome, gentlemen, to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, I want to start with you. I've never met a Director of Food and Beverage. I imagine you visiting the farms, smelling the wheatgrass and picking the best vegetables. But tell us about the atmosphere at the Muze restaurant. And
Sure.
You laugh.
I do.
Why is that?
I'm not too often in the farms picking vegetables and stuff. That's if anybody would be chef.
Romanticizing your position here.
A
Right?
little bit. But Muze is, yes, in Mandarin Oriental. We're right next to the tidal basin. So we have stunning views of the harbor, the tidal basin. We have a garden terrace. So you can have dinner, have lunch, even breakfast right outside in our garden. It's a phenomenal atmosphere. It's a great location.
Well, I've always seen Mandarin Oriental in all of the regional magazines with the circular window and the great views, but I never thought I could just go there for lunch. So this is exciting. You don't have to rent the presidential suite. You can just have that luxurious experience over a lunch. Now, Chef Tanner, can I call you Chef Adam here?
Please, yeah.
Okay, tell us about, a lot of people don't know because I grew up with vegetables being available all year round and admittedly on canned food. But what's in season now and what are you bringing to your spring menu that people may not think, oh, there's a season for this?
Yeah, I mean, one thing to understand is that now that we can kind of get vegetables all year round, but you have to understand what's in peak season.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing now is with, English peas. We have some lovely asparagus here, morel mushrooms that we're putting on the new menu as well. These types of things, you want to try to eat them at their peak.
It tastes better?
They taste phenomenal that way, right?
Really?
You can get organic, you can get sustainable veg. This is really when you should be eating with the seasons or more of eating with the peak season, as we call it, right? So we brought along some of my most favorite ingredients, spring ingredients here, which are the English peas. I like to make soup with these. Today we're using it in our cod dish as well. Soup, put them in pastas.
Do you snap them open or
yeah,
do you
you
put
can
the whole
snap them
thing in
open.
there?
Yep, just like that. Perfect. You're a
Beautiful.
natural.
Look how
Yeah.
green that is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are fantastic. You can eat them just like that.
Really?
Put them in a salad.
Should I eat
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I promise not to eat on TV anymore, but it is a vegetable, and I never eat
Yeah.
my vegetables.
Yeah. Those are great, just
this
like
is
that.
edible too, right?
That is, yep. That's it's a little bit of wheatgrass there, and of course, probably some stunning morel mushrooms. Those are also fantastic. Just to marinate them a little bit, grill them, put them in a pasta. You can stuff them with things and eat them. It's really, really great. So these are just a few. I mean, springtime is coming. We could have brought a truckload of ingredients, but
Right.
unfortunately, we don't have that much room.
This
Yeah.
works. Now, what are you going to make for us today?
Okay, today we're making our take of a classic Cantonese dish, which is a steamed black cod or sable fish, if you will. So what we're doing in a Muze restaurant with our East meets West flavors is we like to do a lot of Asian touches in the food, but it's still very approachable, and it's dishes that also have Western technique in them as well, right? So we've already started the process of the dish here. So some of the ingredients we're using, we have lotus root, a little bit of bok choy, the peas, of course, some dried chilies, goji berries, that's the cod itself, and then some pickled lotus root. So to start the dish, we've made a very, very flavorful broth here of a little soy sauce, ginger, lemongrass, and some other things, right? And then here what we've got steaming is we have our codfish and the bok choy and the peas as well, right?
Now, how long does that steam, and does the bamboo casing affect the flavor at all?
Well, what I love about the bamboo is that, I don't know if you can pan in here though, we've got a nice little lemongrass stalk inside of there.
Yeah.
So the fish is getting kind of fragrant, it's getting cooked. When you steam the fish, it's about a 4-ounce portion, 5 to 7 minutes only.
Okay.
You want the fish to start to slightly flake apart, but you don't want to overcook it either, right? Because overcooked fish is just not nice.
Right, it's tough, yeah.
So in our broth here, we braised a little bit of the lotus root, okay? So we're gonna put that down. We're gonna take our fish off the heat here. Then we're gonna plate that. So the fish just goes on top of that like that. We've got our peas.
Beautiful. I love how
Okay.
it's flowering open like that.
Yeah, so this is our bok choy.
I'm getting hungry.
I know, right?
Smells nice, right? That's when you know you're winning in the kitchen, when it smells nice like that.
And it looks very light and healthy.
It is. It's a wonderful dish. It's a nice light spring dish. I think that the flavors as well are very, very light, but also very Asian in the way that we do it, in the way that we played it.
And Mandarin Oriental started out in Hong Kong. So this is
That's
perfect
correct.
and true
Yeah.
to your beginnings.
Yeah.
Well, Chef Adam and Jacob, thank you so much for coming on the show. As you finish that plate, I want to tell viewers what we have coming up in the show, because another DC staple, in addition to the Mandarin Oriental, just steps from the Shaw Metro Station, is a former